If you're a man over 60 and waking up 2, 3, even 5 times a night just to use the bathroom, you're not alone. In fact, millions of men experience this nightly struggle. But what if I told you, those trips to the toilet aren't just frustrating, they could be a warning sign. Police car light, because what's keeping you up at night might not just be your bladder. It might be your prostate, and the silent way your evening habits are making it worse, one night at a time. You see, as we age, our prostate naturally grows. But the foods you eat before bed, how you sleep, and even how you handle stress can quietly inflame it, stealing your rest, your energy, and your confidence. Sleeping face, and let's be honest, after 60, good sleep isn't a luxury. It's your fuel, your strength, your sanity. In today's video, we're breaking down the 5 nighttime habits that can enlarge your prostate, and more importantly, how to fix them. Not with scary pills or surgeries, but with simple, science-backed changes that can help you reclaim your nights and protect your health. So grab a warm cup of tea, settle in, and let's talk about how to sleep better, feel better, and age on your own terms. Stethoscope Chapter 1. Drinking too much. A quiet evening. An older man fills a tall glass of water, takes a long drink, and heads to bed. Cut to 2:14 a.m. He's wide awake again, groaning, sitting on the edge of his bed, then slowly shuffling to the bathroom. We've all heard the advice, drink plenty of water. And yes, hydration is vital, especially as we age. But here's the truth no one tells you. Backhand index pointing right, what you drink, and when, matters just as much as how much. Pushpin nighttime mistake number 1. Guzzling large amounts of fluid within 2 hours of bedtime, especially water, caffeine, or alcohol. Now let's break that down. As men over 60, the prostate naturally begins to enlarge. It's called benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. This growth presses on the urethra like a kink in a garden hose, narrowing the passage that lets urine flow freely. So what happens when you drink too much close to bedtime? Your bladder fills. Your already narrowed urethra struggles. And suddenly, even a small amount of urine sends an urgent, uncomfortable signal. Get up. Now. Chart decreasing, and this doesn't just happen once. It can steal your sleep 3, 4, or even 5 times a night. Yawning face the result? You wake up feeling more tired than when you went to bed. But here's where it gets worse. Hot beverage caffeine, in coffee, tea, chocolate, even some pain relievers, is a diuretic. It makes your body dump more water and irritates your bladder lining. Wine glass alcohol? It messes with your bladder control and increases nighttime urine production. Tangerine citrus juices, like orange or grapefruit, can be surprisingly harsh on the bladder, increasing inflammation and urgency. Direct hit the fix? Small changes, big results. White heavy checkmark, hydrate early. Drink most of your water between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. Let your bladder rest at night. White heavy checkmark, limit caffeine and alcohol. Try cutting off both by 5 p.m., especially if you're waking up more than once a night. White heavy checkmark, switch to bladder-friendly alternatives. A warm mug of chamomile tea, caffeine-free and soothing. Oat milk or almond milk, unsweetened. Or, if you must sip something later on, room temperature water, just a few sips. The clock reads 9 p.m. The man now sips a small mug of tea instead of water. Cut to, he's sleeping soundly through the night, peaceful and undisturbed. Light bulb, just this one adjustment, timing your fluids right, can cut your nighttime bathroom visits in half. And with fewer interruptions, you're not just protecting your prostate, you're giving your entire body a better chance to rest, repair, and recharge. Salt Chapter 2. Eating salty or spicy foods before bed. A man settles into his recliner, pops open a bag of salty chips, and starts watching late-night TV. Cut to a close-up. His hand reaches for spicy takeout loaded with red sauce. Later, he tosses in bed, restless and bloated. We all crave a little something before bed. A few chips. A bite of leftover curry. Maybe a piece of sausage or a handful of spicy peanuts. Seems harmless, right? But after 60, especially if your prostate is already acting up, those tasty nighttime treats might be sabotaging your sleep and silently swelling your prostate. Pushpin nighttime mistake number 2. Eating salty or spicy foods too close to bedtime. Let's break this down. Test tube the science behind the struggle. Salty foods increase fluid retention in your body. When you finally lie down at night, all that retained fluid shifts right toward your lower abdomen, placing pressure on your bladder and prostate. It's like squeezing a balloon from the top. It all collects down low. Add to that, spicy foods like curries, hot sauces, or heavily seasoned dishes can irritate your bladder lining, making you feel the urge to urinate even when your bladder isn't full. So now you've got 2 problems: the bladder being pressed from above, and a bladder irritated from within. Collision the result? More nighttime trips, more interrupted sleep, and a prostate that stays inflamed and overstimulated. Fork and knife the common culprits you should avoid after 7 p.m. Potato chips, pickles, salted crackers or nuts. Processed meats like sausages, salami, and bacon. Spicy takeout dishes, hot wings, chili-heavy foods, garlic-loaded meals. Direct hit the fix? Nourish your body and your prostate with smarter bedtime snacks. White heavy checkmark oatmeal with pumpkin seeds, warm, easy to digest, and rich in zinc, which helps regulate prostate function. White heavy checkmark a banana, packed with magnesium and tryptophan, it helps calm muscles and supports deeper sleep. White heavy checkmark a handful of almonds or walnuts, great sources of healthy fats and gentle on your digestive system. A peaceful nighttime kitchen. The same man now prepares a warm bowl of oatmeal, sprinkles pumpkin seeds, and smiles. Cut to him asleep, breathing softly, no tossing or bathroom trips. Light bulb, you don't need to starve at night. You just need to eat in a way that supports your prostate, not fights against it. Because when your bladder isn't under attack from what you ate hours ago, your prostate can finally rest. And so can you. Mantelpiece Clock Chapter 3. Ignoring the urge to urinate before bed. A man brushing his teeth. He yawns, checks his phone, glances toward the bathroom, but walks straight past it to bed. Cut to, he's tossing at 1:43 a.m., eyes wide open, struggling with the urgent pressure in his lower abdomen. It's one of the most overlooked habits. Simple, ordinary, harmless, at least it seems that way. Pushpin nighttime mistake number 3. Skipping your final bathroom trip before bed, or not emptying your bladder fully. How many times have you felt that slight urge and thought, I'll be fine till morning? But if you're a man over 60, that assumption may be robbing you of deep sleep and damaging your bladder. Magnifying glass tilted left, why it matters more than ever after 60. As the prostate enlarges with age, it starts pressing against the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of the body. The result? Your bladder can't empty completely anymore. Even when you feel done, there's often more left inside. That leftover urine? It builds up faster during the night. So when you finally do drift into sleep, you're pulled right back awake with a full, aching urgency. But that's not all. Collision long-term consequences. Constantly storing leftover urine stretches your bladder over time. It weakens the bladder walls, making it harder to hold urine. It raises your risk of urinary tract infections, which are dangerous in older men. Slow animation showing a healthy bladder versus one with an enlarged prostate, highlighting how urine gets trapped. Then dissolve to a man sitting on the edge of his bed, exhausted. So how do you fight back? Light bulb prostate-friendly bedtime ritual. Use the bathroom twice before bed. Once 30 to 45 minutes before sleeping, then again just before lights out. This double voiding technique gives your bladder a second chance to fully empty, especially helpful if your prostate is already slowing down flow. Sit down to urinate at night. Sitting helps relax your pelvic floor and lower abdominal muscles, making it easier to release urine fully. Take your time. Give yourself 60 to 90 seconds. Don't rush. Let your body finish what it started. Peaceful night routine. A man calmly sits on the toilet, then washes his hands, turns off the light, and slips into bed, sighing as he gets comfortable. These small adjustments might seem insignificant, but together they can retrain your bladder, reduce pressure on your prostate, and grant you something most men over 60 crave: a few solid, uninterrupted hours of sleep. And for your body at this age, That kind of rest is healing. That kind of rest is gold. Chapter 4. Not supporting the prostate during sleep. An elderly man lies flat on his stomach, face wrinkled in discomfort. He shifts to his side, then to his back, still restless. A clock ticks from 2:13 to 3:48 to 4:22 a.m. It's the quiet hours when your body should be recovering. But for many men over 60, the night becomes a battlefield, and the enemy isn't just an overactive bladder. Pushpin habit number 4. Poor sleep posture and pelvic tension can quietly worsen prostate swelling and steal your rest. Most men never think about how they sleep. But after 60, your sleeping position becomes more than just comfort. It becomes a form of therapy or sabotage. Magnifying glass tilted left, here's what makes it worse. Sleeping on your stomach puts pressure directly on your bladder and pelvic floor. It may feel relaxing at first, but it's silently compressing the area around your already sensitive prostate. A sagging mattress pulls on your lower back. Tight lumbar muscles don't just cause back pain, they can also tense the pelvic nerves connected to bladder control. Long hours of sitting during the day restrict blood flow to the prostate. When you finally lie down, your body struggles to circulate and recover. Slow motion of a body diagram showing poor blood circulation in the pelvic region, pressure on the bladder, and a pinched urethra. Then cut to a man trying to stretch but giving up from discomfort. But there's hope. White heavy checkmark what to do instead, your body will thank you. Bet 1. Sleep on your side. It reduces bladder pressure and allows your pelvic floor to rest. Backhand index pointing right. Pro tip. Place a pillow between your knees to align your spine and reduce hip strain. You'll sleep more comfortably, and your prostate will breathe easier. Men in lotus position 2. Try a pelvic release stretch before bed. Lie on your back. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes. Take deep, slow breaths for 2 minutes. This relaxes your lower abdominal and pelvic muscles, areas tightly connected to the prostate. A serene bedroom. A man does the stretch on a mat, inhales deeply, then turns off the light and lies down peacefully. Chair 3. Support your spine. If your mattress is sagging or too firm, your lower back compensates, and that tightens the pelvic nerves. Try a back support pillow, or invest in a medium-firm mattress that supports alignment. Light bulb bonus tip. Place a warm compress or heating pad on your lower abdomen for 10 minutes before sleep. It encourages blood flow, eases pelvic tension, and improves bladder emptying, making nighttime urination less frequent and less urgent. Remember, your prostate health isn't just shaped by what you eat or drink. It's also shaped by how you rest, how you sit, and how you move when no one's watching. A close-up of the same man now sleeping peacefully on his side, breathing deeply, the room quiet and calm. The clock ticks gently, and time finally moves slowly. Because deep sleep after 60 isn't a luxury. It's a necessity, and your body deserves every second of it. Brain Chapter 5. Going to bed with high stress levels. A close-up of a man in his late 60s sitting in bed. The glow of his phone screen lights up his tired face. He scrolls through news headlines, war, politics, medical bills. His brow tightens. A deep sigh escapes him. He puts the phone down but stares at the ceiling, eyes wide open. Sometimes, it's not your bladder waking you up at night. It's your brain. Stress doesn't just trouble your mind, it quietly wages war on your body. And if you're a man over 60, your prostate may be one of the first casualties. Pushpin habit number 5. Taking stress to bed increases inflammation, tightens pelvic muscles, and fuels pressure on your prostate. Brain, why does this happen? When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, the fight or flight hormone. While useful in emergencies, chronically high cortisol inflames sensitive tissues, including the prostate. Slow animation of cortisol molecules flooding the bloodstream, zooming into inflamed prostate tissue. But it doesn't stop there. Stress also triggers your pelvic floor to tighten, even while you sleep. That muscle tension signals your brain, wake up, you need to pee. Even when your bladder is barely full. It's a cruel cycle. Poor sleep, more stress, more prostate tension, more nighttime urination, even poorer sleep. Chart decreasing the result? You wake up groggy, irritable, and less resilient. physically and emotionally. But here's the good news. You can interrupt this cycle, starting tonight. White heavy checkmark what to do instead. Your mind and prostate will thank you. No mobile phones 1. Unplug 1 hour before bed. No news. No finance apps. No social media doom scrolling. Let your mind transition gently from the chaos of the world to the calm of your room. Person in lotus position 2. Practice a 5-minute breathing ritual. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds. Hold for 2 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Do this for just 5 minutes, sitting or lying down. It lowers cortisol, relaxes the pelvic region, and signals your bladder that it's okay to rest. Memo 3. Try a simple gratitude wind down. Write down 3 small wins or moments you appreciated today. A smile from your grandchild. The phone call with a friend. The way the sunlight hit your window. A man writing quietly in a small notebook, then turning off the light and settling into bed with a peaceful expression. Gratitude calms your nervous system. And a calm nervous system makes for a calm bladder. Musical note bonus tip. Play soft ambient music, white noise, or nature sounds. These reduce micro-awakenings and help train your brain to sleep through mild bladder signals. A healthy prostate starts with a peaceful night. And peace starts in your mind. Fade to a dark bedroom. The man from earlier now sleeps peacefully. No phone. No noise. Just silence, soft breathing, and the slow rhythm of healing. Because sometimes the best medicine isn't a pill. It's permission to exhale. Clapperboard closing thoughts. A quiet, softly lit bedroom. The camera pans gently over a nightstand with a closed journal, a cup of herbal tea, and a photo of loved ones. We see an older man now asleep, breathing calmly. No tossing, no stress, just peace. Outside, the moonlight filters through the curtain. The world is still. Prostate issues don't appear overnight. And no, they won't vanish overnight either. But small, intentional choices, night after night, can slowly reshape your sleep and restore your strength. Because healing doesn't always come in a bottle. Sometimes, it comes in the quiet things. Light bulb a warm cup instead of a cold beer. Light bulb a deep breath instead of a news scroll. Light bulb a side sleep instead of a stomach sprawl. Light bulb a final trip to the bathroom before you tuck yourself in. Each of these choices is a quiet victory, not just for your prostate, but for your dignity, your rest, your life. White heavy check mark. Let's gently recap. Small blue diamond hydrate smart. Limit caffeine and alcohol after 6 p.m. Small blue diamond skip the late night salt and spice. Your bladder will thank you. Small blue diamond empty your bladder, twice if needed, before sleep. Small blue diamond sleep on your side with support. Reduce pelvic strain. Small blue diamond unwind your mind. Breathe, unplug, and give stress a curfew. The screen fades to soft text over a peaceful sunrise. Better sleep. Better bladder. Better life at any age. You're not just aging. You're evolving. You're getting wiser. Take care of your nights. And your days will take care of you.